All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Tyler Gates, aka TG Live 205. Is Vlade Divac still in the front office? Because obviously, this is a Vlade Divac type of move. Apparently, the Sacramento Kings have just fired, literally a couple seconds ago, Mike Brown. Why? Coach of the year in 2023. 107 wins and 88 losses in his 3 seasons with the Sacramento Kings. Not to mention he signed an extension in June. What is going on, Sacramento? Really? I understand you got to a slow start, but let's not. This is a panic move from Sacramento. A panic move nonetheless because of its effect on the De'Aaron Fox trade rumors. That is what's really the key of this video. So we have the Mike Brown firing, and now we have the De'Aaron Fox trade rumors blended into one video. We're about to talk about this real fast because once again, there is no way, and I mean no way, if you are a Sacramento Kings fan, you approve of this move. There is no way that you sit up here and you say, we just fired the coach of the year last year. Or the year before last, excuse me. Really? The guy who you brought in, rejuvenated your franchise, took you to the playoffs, a place you have not been in half a decade. Not even half a decade, half a century almost. Couldn't get there with Boogie Cousins. Couldn't get there with Tyreek Evans. Couldn't get there with Mike Bibby. I mean, you did, but we know how that went. Couldn't get there with Rudy Gay as DeMarcus Cousins' side piece. Couldn't get there with Rajon Rondo when you brought him in, right? You see how that worked out around Boogie Cousins. Then you traded Boogie Cousins. You got fleeced for Boogie Cousins. You got Buddy Hield in the trade. He turned out okay in Sacramento, right? You didn't even get the amount of picks that you were supposed to have in the trade. Then you traded him to New Orleans to team up with Anthony Davis. Then on top of that, you got back Langston Galloway instead of multiple picks. Then on top of that, you have a star in De'Aaron Fox, right? Who in his second season should have won most improved player, right? Or at least should have been second in the running. This kid came out his second season and boom, right? De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento. Now we know Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox revived Sacramento. Build around him, right? Let's bring in, let's try Tyrese Haliburton, right? No, before that, it's Buddy Hield. Let's try Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox backcourt. How'd that work out for you? It was solid, but it wasn't no all-star backcourt. Then you drafted Tyrese. Tyrese Haliburton fell to you, by the way. Fell to you. Gonna be one of the greatest paces of all time and might bring a championship to that city. For off topic, say the least. You drafted Tyrese Haliburton. And then on top of that, you traded Tyrese Haliburton. Shocking move instead of trading De'Aaron Fox. Because you got more. Or you could have just kept the backcourt how it was. And then you traded him for Domantas Sabonis. Good move. Domantas Sabonis is a great center, one of the best centers in the NBA. Top 5 center in my opinion. Then on top of that, you drafted Keegan Murray the next year when people wanted you to draft Jaden Ivey, right? We see how Jaden Ivey has now started to pan out in his 3rd season, right? He's doing great. But Keegan Murray, oh man, the sky was high and then he dropped. And faded. But it's not him, right? It's the struggles of the team. When the team is struggling, the player's going to struggle, right? You see it mentally with De'Aaron Fox. You see it mentally with Keegan Murray. Domantas Sabonis is holding down, but you see it mentally with Murray and Fox mostly. And these are the guys, right? That's the foundation. You must have a point guard. You must have a power forward or a center. 2 of those 5 positions in order to succeed in this league, right? Why is my question. Why are we firing Mike Brown, the guy who does nothing but just sits on the sideline and goes to war for his team and his stars? Why? Now you're going to be forced into a rebuild almost. I guarantee you, this right here is signaling that Sacramento is about to trade another star. I guarantee you. De'Aaron Fox is not going to put up with this much longer. And I am frustrated for Sacramento Kings fans. Because you had to put it with Vlade Divac in your office. He didn't do crap. Nothing. And then on top of that, You have the owner who sits back and just lets the front office basically run his organization. He doesn't step in and do anything. Literally. Guys, I am not stressing this enough. This is an absolute mess. The Sacramento Kings this year are a mess. The Indiana Pacers are a mess. Wild enough, they made the big trade for each other, right? Haliburton for Sabonis, and they're both mess. They're both a mess. But at the same time, subsequently, De'Aaron Fox must go. Trade him to a team that he's going to have a good chance to win a championship on. Trade him to Miami, Orlando. I would even say give me a fresh start with, I'm going to get backlash for this, Houston. They're not going to trade their players, though. So Houston, we might have a problem there. Magic, Heat, Rockets, Spurs, get on the phone. Get on the phones. This right here should signal everybody. Get on the phones. I don't care what you give up. If you had to give up 3 first-round picks and a player, give it up for De'Aaron Fox. He is that caliber of a point guard. He is that caliber point guard. He is the hottest commodity on the market right now besides Jimmy Butler. One of those two, if not both of them, will be traded by February 6th. You come out to this video right here. They will be gone by February 6th. And I am telling you, if Sacramento doesn't make a trade, if Miami doesn't make a trade, if the Magic don't trade for LaMelo Ball or De'Aaron Fox, if the Spurs don't trade for De'Aaron Fox or somebody else to go help out Wemby, guys, there's so many rumors. So many rumors. But this video boils down to, why are we firing Mike Brown? Why? Why? I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan. Y'all know that. I'm Atlanta through and through. But at the same time, I feel for this organization. First, it's Oscar Robertson. Then it's Mitch Richmond. Then it's Chris Webber. Then you have Bibby and the guys with Chris Webber. Then you have the Brad Miller Sacramento Kings. Most people don't know that. Brad Miller, remember that team? What, 05, 06, 07, right? Yeah, where they had the gold uniforms. I didn't. I thought they were decent. I thought those uniforms were decent. Then you drafted Tyreke Evans, right? Starter was going to be a star at the gate. Injuries got him. You drafted Boogie Cousins the next year, thinking that, Tyreke and Cousins are our future. Well, 2013 NBA draft, you traded Tyreke Evans for Drew Holiday. Psych. You thought. No, that trade was botched, right? Tyreke Evans got dealt. Then you brought in Rudy Gay. How did that go for you? Then it went terribly bad in 2017 when you traded DeMarcus Cousins. And it had to start over again. You know, with De'Aaron Fox, one of the best point guards in the NBA, one of the greatest Sacramento King of all time. Top 3 probably point guard in Kings history. Trade his counterpart in Tyrese Haliburton for Domantas Sabonis. Go to the playoffs, rejuvenate this city. Almost beat the Warriors. Probably your best chance to go to the NBA Finals that year. And now we're back at square one.